To reach the youngsters, teaching them about respect and confidence, things of that nature, just all of the good qualities that we want our young people to have. Plus, it's for everybody. So he's going to be around, going to talk about that, tell you how you can listen and watch some of the videos and some of his product. It's a real good thing, and of course, been waiting to get him on the airways to talk about that. He's going to be in to share that information with us, the Chip Baker Success Chronicles. That sounds like something. It sounds like a cable TV show, right? But anyway, we'll talk more about that later. Still to come more on the way. Hang on. News, AJ Whiteside in the house, and shortly we're going to be talking to Mr. Chip Baker. And of course, for the Chip Baker Success Chronicles, and we're going to explain what that is. Some good stuff. We're going to have a good time here. As I said, keep it locked right where you got it. Right here on 119 The Beat. Each and every Saturday morning, this is what we do. It's the King of the Blues, AJ Whiteside, on the radio. Hanging out with my boy, Chip Baker. He is in the house, and of course, we're going to explain what's going on. You heard me promoing the early portion of the morning about the Chip Baker Success Chronicles. And of course, we're going to jump right into it and say welcome and good morning to Mr. Baker. Good morning to you.
Good morning, everybody. What's going on?
All right, yeah, let's try that again. There we go. Now you're on.
Good morning, everybody. What's going on?
Okay, that's that voice I was talking about, Barry White in the house. And of course, always a pleasure having my brother here in the studio with me, Chip Baker. So let's just jump right off into this, and then we'll talk about other things. A lot of people from the area know who you are. We'll dab into that later on. But quickly, the Success Chronicles, what does it tell us about it?
Well, basically, have a YouTube channel called, the name of it is Chip Baker, The Success Chronicles, and it's just stories, chronicling people's success. A lot of people, I've been blessed to be around some great folks, raised by some great people, shown the right way in my hometown, going off and, been blessed to do a few things, and just blessed to be around some people with great success stories that no one knows about.
Exactly, of course. And when you say success, it doesn't necessarily always mean wealthy either. We get that mixed up a lot of the time about somebody being successful versus being rich or wealthy.
I think it's good to have that, but really, that at the end of the day, those important things are not money. Now it's nice, but the most important things are just the relationships you build and friendships and just being there for people and things, learning to persevere and those kind of things. And so that's what it's about.
Okay, and you're going to hang around with me throughout the remainder of the show, and we'll talk more about what you got going on, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay, let's continue. Saturday morning rewind right here on 119 The Beat. Each and every Saturday morning, Southern Soul Blues and a whole lot more. That's my boy JT. JT used to do his thing. That's Little Bluebird live from the Longhorn Ballroom, I believe, in Dallas years ago. But he was doing his thing, Little Bluebird, name of the song. The King, not the King, but the King is in the house, along with my boy, Mr. Chip Baker. And we're talking about his Success Chronicles. And we're back on. You like that, Johnny?
Oh yeah, the King.
I know you know something about that, Johnny T. Anyway, thanks so much for making us part of your day. And back to the your chronicles, the Chip Baker Success Chronicles. Let me ask you a question that I've been wanting to know, and of course I'm pretty sure everybody else also. Why did you decide to start this?
Well, just growing up, little old boy from little old Hearn, Texas. Just always fascinated by, what people have done to be successful. And like I said earlier, I was blessed to, grow up around some great people and started reading some biographies, as I got older. And then a few months back, I had an opportunity to speak at this Men's Day program, and I had a chance to really reflect on those people. And so really I was like, man, I've been around some awesome folks, and this just gave me an opportunity to show my appreciation for them. I've interviewed several people, teachers, coaches, regular, motivational speakers, and many more people to come. So I'm really excited about it.
Okay, and just want to tell us a little bit more about some of you got some stuff on social media also. Let's talk about that a little bit.
And that's where you can find it all on. The YouTube channel is Chip Baker, The Success Chronicles. Facebook is Chip Baker TSC, and then Instagram and Twitter is at Chip Baker TSC as well. So
okay, and briefly we'll go over those again. I'll have you to write them down, and of course you're going to be hearing more about this here on the studio. I'm just we're going to make like a public service announcement out of the information, so people can always have that at hand, so they know where to go to find this great information. But a little bit, can you talk about at least? I've checked out some of the videos, some of the things you've done.
Yeah, it's been pretty good. I set out to do it, and I've been impressed with some of the product. And I think a lot of times people that live successful lives, they just do their thing because they're on the grind. And they never really just sit back and reflect on what they have done and the steps. And it's been really neat. I've learned a lot from a lot of people so far. We've done 16 episodes, and we got many more to come. And they're just taking quotes and nuggets of knowledge from all of them, and everybody can be inspired from that.
Okay, all right. And we'll get back with Mr. Baker and talk more about the Success Chronicles, if I can get that out. We'll be right back. We'll be right back. Stay with us. Well, welcome back. Let's talk a little bit more about this great endeavor of yours there.
All right. It's Chip Baker, The Success Chronicles, and basically what I do is I interview people and we just talk about their success story. Their definition of success. Three things that they're proud of in their life, and how they were raised, and in hopes to inspire.
Okay, and that could be a great vehicle or a great tool for schools, for sure. You and I are both in education. You and I are both when I was in the coaching realm, and you're still doing coaching also. Speaking of that, let people know what you're doing and where you are right now. Okay. A lot of people know of you and about you, but let's fill in some people who may not.
All right, so currently I'm a teacher and a coach in Conroe ISD. I'm at Oak Ridge High School, and I'm coaching football and track over there. So.
Okay, and in an athletic program, and this is not just an athletic vehicle or athletic product. This is just for life, or what have you.
No, people can say, well, who you're talking. It can be. I think anybody can check out any of the episodes and be inspired and learn.
I was checking out one episode where you had walked in, and I guess maybe you had the whole athletic program, or just some students. And they're actually buying into this. They were answering questions almost like you had, let's summarize, what did we talk about the other day? And right. I mean, bam, they were right on it. You can tell it wasn't a staged episode either. It was just something that was already burned into their mind, instilled into their thinking or whatever.
Right, and what that was I did at the school where I am now, we do character building. Just not only do the kids need speed and strength, but they need character to help them be successful in life. And so I'm blessed that my head coach is a guy that he believes in that, and the coaches we went through and did that. And so I did a 5-day lesson on character building, and that's on the Success Chronicle as well. And that's really good. That can be used for kids, teens, athletes. Again, anybody in life.
Exactly.
Of course, can use those lessons.
And I am going to get more off into it also. The more I look at it, the more I like what you're doing. I mean, it's produced well also. And the brother does a lot of his own production too. Yes. I asked him while we were setting up. Oh, speaking of setting up, it looks like look like ESPN in here. The brother got his video camera. He got his umbrella with his light. I won't make me want to say da-da-da.
A little something, DJ AJ, a little something.
Oh man, no, I mean he's got this thing going. It's a production. He come in, got bright lights and everything. I thought I had to put on some sunblock there for a while.
Hey, well, I'm gonna hit you with this one. Growing up, and my mom I always say, boy, if you're gonna do something, you better do it right. Mm-hmm. And so that's just I try to live. If I'm gonna put my imprint on it and try to do something, hey, let's do it.
And that's what they taught us, and
No
and
doubt.
of course, and of course, a lot of people know, and if they don't know, he's also from Hearn, Texas. He worked in the Hearn school system,
Yes.
and of course, we were talking off the mic about the great people there. Also,
Oh,
I saw.
amazing.
I don't want to call it in names because. I'll leave out somebody. They know who they are.
Right.
I talked to one lady that inspired me just in education. Just yesterday, I ran into her at the city hall in Hearn, and she just don't know how much she's helped me, in education, want me to be in it just by working with her. And she know I don't want to call any names because I have to call about 5 or 6 other names because there's a lot of people
Right.
that very good with that. Was very good with molding people.
And I did last weekend. I dropped. Seeing that it was Super Bowl Sunday, I dropped a couple episodes of Super Role Models.
Okay.
And like you said, there's lots of folks there, that's been very influential. But I was fortunate enough to interview Mr. Norris McDaniel.
Okay, yeah.
Legend guy there. He is Hearn.
And of course, I always have to throw in your mom also, Miss Wanda Baker. I got to throw her in.
Yeah.
And I said I wasn't going to do this. And Miss Shirley Washington Harris, and of course Miss Alice Sanders.
Oh,
I'm leaving out a whole lot of people. I probably shouldn't even open that up, but y'all know who I've worked with in
Right.
their school system, and of course, you know what I'm talking
And
about.
I'm gonna throw out Coach Jimmy Reeder too.
Okay.
Yeah, great guy. Those two guys growing up, Mr. McDaniel and Coach Reeder. Growing up, I wanted to be just like those guys.
See, that's the thing about it. I'm glad you mentioned that because when we were growing up, we wanted to be like people we actually knew in our
no
community.
doubt.
We didn't,
No doubt.
we didn't go around and say, man, I'm just throwing out some names. I'm Dez Bryant or
Right.
whatever. We wanted to be people that we actually could put our hands on. And we wanted to emulate high school athletes when I was in junior high. We
Yes.
wanted to be like so and so at the high school, And I'm glad you brought that up. Exactly.
Yeah, and I just hope that if I'm any ounce of any of those two guys, then I think I'm all right.
Oh, yeah. Exactly. And of course, you're going the right path, and that's why when you wanted to do this, I kind of changed I said I've got to let we got to do this because I don't want them to think I'm trying to avoid it. So we got it worked out,
No, and I just want to make sure I say this. I'm truly appreciative of all the support that you guys here at 101 9 to Beat and you have given over the years any of the endeavors that I've been involved in.
We're going to continue to do that. Anytime somebody's trying to do something for mankind, for good, I'm on board with it. All right, now back to the Chronicles. We want to talk about, we talked about the websites. We're going to talk about the social media again, but you said something about 5 words. You can probably touch on them right now, and we talk more detail about them later.
Alrighty. Well, to me, in dealing with success, I think it's a process. I think you have to live. I think you have to live a life where you enjoy the experiences, that you're blessed to experience. Then from there, you have to learn. Nobody's perfect but the big man. We know that. And we all make mistakes. So, we have to be mature enough to learn from that when we make those mistakes and not do that again. The next thing is serve. You have to humble yourself and serve others. Then inspire. A lot of times, we get caught up in we're going through some rough things, but we fail to realize that there's some people out there that's going through way worse than what we're going through.
And sometimes those people that's going through way worse than what we're going through, they are more upbeat and more of an inspiration than, we all go through that. You dragging around in the morning and then you don't want to go to work. I mean, it all happens all of I wish I could stay home, my back hurt or what have you. And then you open up, look at something on the internet, you see a guy mowing his yard in his wheelchair. I mean, they're pushing a lot, that type of stuff. Well, who am I to, think the way I'm thinking? But it's all inspiration.
And that's inspiring to see that.
Yeah, exactly.
And then the last thing is go get it. That's my deal. That's the mindset. If you want to be successful at something, you got to go attack it. You got to go get it. It's not going to come to you. It's a choice you make. You can choose to go get it or not. And it puts you where you want to be.
Okay, I'm talking to Chip Baker about the Chip Baker Success Chronicles, and of course it's all on social media. We'll give you those avenues on how to get to that later on. But right now, I'm glad the listeners, the audience, I mean, I know they like the music and everything, but every once in a while, this is what I want this show to be about also. Just bring somebody in every once in a while. So just bear with us, and got more on the way. Stay with me. Each and every Saturday morning, this is what I do. Saturday morning rewind, Southern Soul Blues, and a whole lot more. That is Pokey Bear and Cupid talking about cornbread. If you can't cook cornbread, you got to. They say you got to raise up out of here. You got to go. The Cane got it going on, and of course Chip is still in the house. You know, we're talking about inspirational people and educational, particularly. And of course, I started my teaching career in Hearn, and then I went to Calvert. And there was a couple of people over there I want to say hello to. Mr. John Ford. He was my principal. He was the type of guy that he set you down if he saw something wasn't kosher. And I never forget that. I mean, we just years later you appreciate that, and then you go out. Oh man, that's what he was talking about. Yeah. So if you see Mr. Ford out there, he might not be listening to the show. Tell him that AJ said thanks, and of course, got to talk about Henry Thomas.
Oh yeah.
And of course, Adolfo Jernigan. He's a band man, but he was the band man, but they all was very instrumental. So it's a lot of people out there to help. All right, back to the Chronicles, the Chip Baker Success Chronicles. Some of the episodes that you have. Let's talk about some of the episodes that you've done so far.
Okay, so we're up to number 16 so far. Been putting in some work on it, but just kind of. Want to kind of go down and send a shout out to the people that's, interviewed with us. There's some that we haven't put out just yet, but they're coming. So the first one we did was with a street artist from Austin, Mike Truth Johnson, really great guy. His story is amazing, military family, and if you've seen any artwork on anything in Austin, bridges, anywhere, that's amazing is his work.
Wow, that's a pretty good compliment. Just if you've seen anything amazing, you could attribute that to him, right?
I'm telling you.
I'm going to be looking from now on.
I mean, it is the truth.
Okay, no, I got you.
And then Buddy from Home, Manny Trujillo was the second one we did. Like my brother, grew up together.
I just mentioned it. I had no idea that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. His dad, coached us in Little League Baseball, and so, just good people. Mac Malone is one of the coaches that I work with now. I've been blessed to work with at Conroe. Great guy. He's my defensive coordinator at the school where I am now. Then the fourth episode we did was Darius Nelms, Fade God. He's one of my former players, and he goes to school at Texas State, and he's an amazing barber. So, if you're ever in that Austin, area or Conroe, look him up. Fade God Jr. Then the next one we did was with Miss Edith Salcedo Upshaw. She's an administrator in Colorado ISD. Kendall Hyman, former player, coach now, worked with him. Justin Johnson, my college teammate. Buki Sneed.
I like that name. I don't even know him.
Hey, that's what, I said the name, you got a little jump, that's one of those names. That's the kind of guy he is too, great guy, Buki.
That's one of those names.
Come on, Buki. But he's one state, Conroe High on the 4x4 team. Great guys that he's a part of. The 7 is what they call themselves. Guys that I taught and coached there in Conroe. Just amazing guys that's done things. They play college ball.
Okay, so you play some football. I do high school broadcasting of football games. I love that. What position did he play?
Cornerback.
Okay, that was Buki Sneed with the interception. He took it into he took it to the house 45 yards untouched.
Oh yeah, we heard a lot of those.
Wow.
And then Kerry Young, teacher at Conroe High, Calvert's own Marcus Wortham did him.
Okay.
I did a special tribute to my mother on Thanksgiving. That's where it all starts. Literally.
Okay, well, let me ask you this. How much did Marcus pay you?
No.
I'm just joking. No. That's another guy, too. I was going to call his name, but he's out here.
Yeah.
No, I'm just joking. That's well worth it. That's another talented and positive brother also.
Oh, yeah. Good dude. Then Terrence Price. He's our regional FCA guy here in this area. amazing guy as well. Justin Smith, principal at Sam Rayburn. He's a Bryan guy. Coach at Bryan High School, and he's currently the principal at Sam Rayburn. Good guy as well. Sarah Williams, former student, broadcaster, and of course I talked about Mr. McDaniel and Coach Reeder. Those are two guys from my hometown that I wanted to grow up and be just like those guys. And then today dropped episode number 16 with my high school classmate Tabitha Boone, and she's a counselor there.
Okay,
at
I
the
know
elementary
her.
school
Exactly.
in Hearn. And so,
exactly.
as you can see, it's a mix of one other one, a big one that everybody needs to check out. I did a couple of family, family super important. I've done a family series with my family, with my grandmother on my father's side,
Okay.
and my aunt and my sister and cousin and my sister's husband. We did one where we talked about some things, and then I did a family series with there's like 5 families that my family and I were close with, and so interviewed the fathers, interviewed the mothers, and interviewed the kids.
Oh, I bet you that's good.
Oh,
Generations.
Oh yeah, it's and it came out great, and so those are just some of the episodes that we've done so far, and I hope that everybody can check it out.
And I just want to say, for a young man to do something like this and teach school and coach, I'm still in the teaching realm, and as I say, I haven't coached in about 6 years, but when I was, I know how much time consuming that is, and to find something extra to do, and that's absolutely amazing.
And it's tiring, and I don't have a problem sleeping.
I know that's right.
But it's for a great cause, and it's just it hopes to inspire.
Okay, and we're going to talk a little bit more. We still got a little time left, and of course, those people that you mentioned, hopefully some of them are listening. Marcus and Tabitha, and of course, Tabitha does a lot of things for the kids. I follow her on her Facebook, and every time she's on there, she's talking about the kids.
Positive.
And always. And I just want to give her props for that.
For sure.
It's not like we talk a lot, but I noticed that that's what I like Facebook for stuff like she does and things that you're doing.
Yes.
All right, we're going to continue right now. This is Mel Waiters. Let's swing out a little bit. Saturday morning rewind with the Cane, and Chip Baker in the house with me. Good morning to you. Over there. Big Rob, if I get drunk tonight, no, that's not what happened though. It wasn't that. I just forgot what I was doing. Got all this equipment in here. Got the got lights and stuff. What was those old ESP guys named Tom Mees? Some of them passed on there. I keep over, and I'm expecting him to break out in a few minutes. Anyway, I got my boy Chip Baker in the house talking about great product that he have, and it's that he has. It's Chip Baker Success Chronicles, and let's talk more about that. And this segment, we're going to talk more about the social media part of it.
Yeah, so the YouTube channel is Chip Baker, the Success Chronicles. You can go on there and see all of the episodes. Like I said, we've done 16 of them, or a couple more than that, but that's the ones that are out there. Family series, special tribute to my mother.
Okay, that'll work.
But you can find it on Chip Baker, the Success Chronicles, for the YouTube channel. Facebook, Chip Baker TSC, Twitter, Instagram, Chip Baker TSC. Go on the YouTube channel and subscribe to it. You can get alerts of every time I drop a new one. I drop a new episode every weekend. So just go out and support that thing.
But that is a lot of work, and of course, paying homage to parents, I got to do the same thing for mine.
No doubt.
For mine, that is Mr. and Mrs. Whiteside, Albert and Barry Whiteside. Of course, they are going on to glory, but they were very instrumental in me turning out the way I did. Also, I know somebody probably saying that. Don't even say that. Don't even go there. Anyway.
But not just you. Like, they were instrumental in lots of people's lives. I had a privilege to be around your mother, when she was teaching, there in Hearn.
Oh, yeah.
Just it's good stuff. Great lady.
Okay, we appreciate that. About the Chronicles, what else do you plan on? Other plans for this?
Oh, yes. It's growing. have some people lined up. I've done several interviews, just don't have them all out just yet.
Okay.
You know, trying to hang on to the product a little bit.
You want to get you a staff. That's what you have to end up doing.
And but you know, we'll put those out, you know, each week. But got some good stuff to come, and I'm really excited about.
Okay. All right, that'll work. That'll work. Okay, once again, talking to Chip Baker, talking about the Success Chronicles, and it's for everybody. If you have to pick a, what the word I'm looking for, a favorite one that you've done so far, I probably shouldn't have asked that. Well,
I don't know. I'll just say, like, I think they're all very good, every one of them.
Okay, exactly.
I mean,
from what I've seen, I hadn't had a chance to look at all of them, but I can definitely agree with that.
And I say that not saying because it's the thing that I'm doing. I'm saying that because, you know, each person that I've done the interviews for have a different story. You know, they have different upbringings. They all have had a struggle. You know, everybody has a struggle that, you know, those I can't go back moments, you know, where you decide, hey, I'm not doing this anymore.
Yep.
You know, and so they talk about those things, and like I said, you know, they're inspiring. You know, of course, I have to put my mother's up there. You know, just showing tribute to her. It was a pleasure to do that with her and show my appreciation for her. The family series is very good. Like I said, I sought out to do it, and I thought it would be very good, but it really came out spectacular. When using the big word, spectacular. Okay. You know, used to say, spectacular. You know,
he not only pulled out the lights and the camera and the action, he got the big words.
Yeah. So that's really good. But all of them, you know, I can't slight any of them, but like they're all Mr. McDaniel, come on now, you know, Coach Reeder, you know, like those guys. So it's all pretty good. And I hope that everybody can check it out and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Chip Baker, The Success Chronicle.
I'm going to do my part to help get it out there. Also, don't go anywhere yet. We still have another section, segment to talk. Got to take a break. We'll be back. The Chipper, as I like to call him, having a great time. Each and every Saturday morning, Southern Soul Blues and much, much more. That is Jerry L. It's called Caught Up in a Backstreet Love Affair. AJ Whiteside on the radio. That's just about to wrap it up. But I got to talk to my man, Mr. Baker, Chip Baker of the Chip Baker Success Chronicles. And before we wrap things up, what do you want the people to know about this product once again?
Again, I think anybody can check it out and get some inspiration. You know, just the process. People talking about their stories of, you know, how they made it to be successful and the things that they've done and their definition of success. And so, you know, to me, it's about living. It's about learning. It's about serving, inspiring, and then you know, just going to get it. You know, attacking it and going to get it. And you can find it at the YouTube channel is Chip Baker, The Success Chronicles. And, you know, go on to it and check it out and subscribe to the channel so you can get notifications of, you know, when new things drop on the channel, and which is every Saturday. I put out a new episode, and on Facebook, Chip Baker TSC, and then Twitter and Instagram is also Chip Baker TSC. So you can find it somewhere. It's no excuse. Go get it.
Okay, it's out there, and that's almost like a slogan. Go get it.
That's it.
Okay.
Go get it.
All right. Well, once again, thanks for dropping this information and sharing this information with us. Anytime you want to come in, you know you're more than welcome. You know, the king will do anything for the Chipper. Yeah, I tell a little story like earlier. He asked, can he come in this weekend because he was going to be in town anyway. And I told him, well, I'll let you know later on this afternoon because sometimes I don't know where I'm going until it happens. Then I got to thinking, man, it's some good stuff. And now next week is not promised to me. Yeah, let's go ahead and get it done. So here we are.
Well, I'm appreciative of that. And like I said before, you know, anything that I've been involved in for a long time, you've been super supportive, and I'm truly appreciative of that. And I just hope that, you know, this deal can help others.
Okay. All right. Well, you're welcome back anytime, and that's going to wrap it up for the interview, and we'll talk to you next time.
Go get it.